scaled on the championship limit of 9 stones and 4 pounds exactly. From 30 contests, he has 26 wins. 4 of those wins coming by way of knockout, with only 4 defeats. He is the first of our challengers for the championship, presenting from Dewsbury in West Yorkshire, Steve Conway. And opposing him, boxing out of the blue corner, wearing the brown coloured shorts trimmed with gold. At yesterday's weigh-in, he also scaled on the championship limit of 9 stones and 4 pounds exactly. He has a proud, undefeated record consisting of 12 contests, 12 wins. 10 of those wins coming by way of knockout. As an amateur, he was a former Commonwealth Games gold medalist, presenting from Edinburgh in Scotland, the second of our challengers, amazing Alex Arthur. Timekeeper at the bell is Mr. Jim Russell from Glasgow, and the referee is star referee Mr. Dave Harris from Edmonton in London. This is 12 rounds of boxing for the vacant Super Featherweight Championship of Great Britain.
Arthur. I spoke to you both in the dressing room, boys. Remember, punch with the knuckle part of the glove. If one of you goes down, the other goes in the furthest into the corner. Break when I tell you to. Defend yourself all the time. Shake hands, boys. Good luck to you both.
Alex Arthur has 5 first-round wins already. Conway is known as a slow starter, and it must have been a struggle for him to get down to 9 stone 4, because he was 10 stone 1 on the day for his last fight on October the 5th. Brown trunks of the golden boy, Alex Arthur, from Edinburgh. Best fighter to come out of that city since the great lightweight Ken Buchanan, who's here tonight. Arthur looking to make this the first of many titles. Very dangerous with the right hand. Conway, southpaw, knowing, sometimes quite awkward to fight. And he's getting 6 times what he's ever earned before, according to his promoter Tommy Gilmore, to come in for this opportunity. Might have to earn it too.
Yes, it could be a tough night for Conway, but he needs to get in this fight and Arthur know that he's there, know that he is pretty capable.
This title vacant at the moment at 9 stone 4 pounds. Dates back to 1968. Jimmy Anderson was the first to hold it. It's got a history of being a jinx title. I think 13 in a row, lost it in their first defence. Good right hand to the body from Arthur. Long, hurtful punches. Conway came back with one of his own. It is a big question, sorry to harp on about it. How strong at the weight can Conway be of his limited preparation?
The Conway boxing behind the southpaw jab, just picking Arthur with that shot occasionally. Might just take Arthur a little while to get the makings of the stance and just settle in and find his rhythm.
Arthur is due to fight Willie Limon in an all-Scottish showdown. Limon pulling out for the second time with a perforated eardrum. Arthur said he was distraught about that. Caught with a couple of counters there, Arthur. Just dropped his right glove a bit, and Conway made him pay for it with a couple of fast shots.
Well, it comes in pretty straight up, Alex Arthur, good schooled boxer, but just finding, defensively getting caught by Conway with the jab and the straight left.
Conway will see this as a massive opportunity. He seemed to be moved a little by one of those right hands. Let's go back to the weight thing. Of course, they did weigh in at 2 o'clock yesterday afternoon, which is, what, 31 hours before the fight. What happened to 24-hour weigh-ins, Glenn?
Well, lots of things just seem to get moved around, don't they?
The board need to think about it. interesting opening round. Arthur didn't have it all his own way, did he?
He didn't. He got caught with a couple of shots. He's maybe a little tense. It's a big night for Arthur. And look at it. He got caught with a couple of shots coming in.
Arthur, gold medalist, as you can see there, at the Commonwealth Games in 1998 before he turned professional. And he's had 5 first-round wins. In fact, boxing 2 World Championships, got to the quarterfinals in one of them, gold at the Commonwealth Games, 20-plus Scottish best, and a 3 times Scottish ABA champion. It all started for him watching Barry McGuigan fights with his dad.
Well, I'm sure Barry inspired a few young fighters on to big things.
Barry, of course, watching Arthur tonight. Nice twist on the story, isn't it? After the brown trunks from Edinburgh. Done 80 rounds of sparring in preparation for this. Conway used to be with the Brendan Ingle team. He's now with Michael Marsden, Yorkshire manager trainer. Good left hand. First to the head, then the body. Glass from Arthur, but Conway spits out defiance again with his left hand. It's a decent effort, this, from Conway. He looked pretty dreadful, frankly, didn't he, at the weigh-in? Well, but he's had a long time to recover, hasn't he?
He has done. He's been fiery. You know, he's countering pretty well now and again as Arthur tries to unload.
Feeling is around the game that Alex Arthur is already the best super featherweight in the country. Although others like Dean Pithey and Kevin Lear and Michael Gomez would argue about that. But he has to prove it. He has to win the belts in the championships. After the rave reviews, the reality.
Well, that's right, Ian. It's never easy. You know, there's opponents like Conway who, you know, do their work, go unrecognised, but a decent performance.
Right hand, straight one, through the middle from Arthur. Conway's been a professional, though, for 4 years longer, worth remembering. Again, the right hand, thuds through. Conway takes it well, though. I think he's been buoyed up. He was telling me last night that win over Steve Robinson, who is a name, okay, it was the end of Robinson's career, has given him a new self-belief. He got him with a little uppercut there as well.
He's certainly thinking in there, isn't he, Conway? He's waiting for Arthur to come forward, commit himself, and then he's looking for some nice shots on the counter.
Absolutely nothing to lose, really, for Conway in here. Left hook, fast, this time from Arthur. And he's making a real target of the body. I think he feels that Conway might be weight drained.
He's also going through the repertoire of punches that he has, Arthur, and that is a very good one. Can hit with both hands and mixes the shots up really well.
Arthur winning the round again. Conway competitive. Interesting fight.
Beautifully.
Arthur, who was forbidden to box as a boy by his father, but he went ahead and did it anyway. He's an extrovert, articulate character, Arthur. Breath of fresh air on the scene. Good to have around. Trained by Peter Harrison, who handles Scott Harrison, of course. And the big one still to come. What a good night we've got here in Scotland tonight. Good left hand from Conway. Might this turn out to be a trickier fight for Arthur than Willie Limon would have done?
Well, there has been a bit of frustration and disappointment in not getting the Limon fight. And a change of opponent, always difficult when somebody's brought in at the last minute.
Arthur's camp might be a little worried about the number of times he's getting hit.
Well, I think, you know, he's maybe trying to do that, or not trying to do it on purpose, but you know, he's staying in longer than he maybe would, because he knows he can do that with Conway. Not the biggest puncher out there, only 4 stoppage wins and there's 30 fights, Conway, so he can take you know, 1 or 2 more chances.
Calculated gamble, you reckon, yeah?
Well, you'd think so.
And he's throwing punches with real menace, Arthur, in close. Conway performing with great honour, though. Suddenly Arthur catches light and lets go with these very good-looking combinations. Again, sinking in the right to the body. Conway trying to keep him away, but a left hook puts him down. Round 4, Conway down. Big shot. Shows no signs of getting up or inclination to do so. He's going to be counted out. He is. Knockout. Amazing. Alex Arthur is the British champion in his 13th pro fight. And Arthur, full of compliments. You could hear him there. You were boxing good. But Conway's performance before it ended. But that left hook knocked everything out of the young man from Dewsbury, and Alex Arthur is crowned British champion. One dream fulfilled.
Yes, an excellent left hook. He did there just choose to stand in, stay toe-to-toe with Conway, because I think he knew, you know, Conway wasn't going to hurt him, but he was going to get the shot on to hurt Conway. And that's what he did with that beautifully timed left hook.
Good news for Frank Warren as well, one of his stable of stars, delivering here as he was expected to do. I think one of the bookmaking firms this morning had Arthur 33-1 on to win.
Well, he was always the favourite, but Conway handled himself well, tries to fight back, but Arthur, he's just going to get the shot. He's looking for the shot, throwing the combinations to the body, waits for the opportunity for Conway's hands to come down, and then whips in that left hook to the head. There's the body shots going in, leaving himself a little open because he knows Conway can't hit him, can't hurt him, and then brings the left hook to the head.
And he wasn't riding that one, was he? His head was coming back, and it kind of doubled the impact almost. Great left hook, real class from Alex Arthur, the new British super featherweight champion. Well, he lives and loves the sport, and it means so much to him. He was absolutely depressed when I spoke to him on Monday on the phone. He said, I'm so distraught when the fight with Willie Lemon fell through, but it all came right in the end. They got him a British Championship fight, and he's won it.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 2 minutes and 19 seconds of round number 4, referee Dave Paris has reached the count of 10. Your winner by way of stunning knockout and the new super featherweight champion of Great Britain from Edinburgh here in Scotland, amazing Alex Arthur. And please show your appreciation for a very brave challenger indeed, Steve Conway. The British Boxing Board of Control steward in charge, Mr. Bernard Conway, will now present the prized Lonsdale belt to the winner and new super featherweight champion of Great Britain, amazing Alex Arthur.
A fantastic reception he's getting. It could be the first of many major nights, hopefully many of them in Scotland, for a Scottish sensation in the making. He shared a dream since first turning pro, maybe even lacing up a glove with his stablemate Scott Harrison. And Harrison's night, in truth, this is. He is the top of the bill. And even as we celebrate Arthur out here, we're all expectantly waiting the moment of truth in the career of Scott Harrison, bidding to become the WBO World Featherweight Champion here at home. The smile tells a story for our first big winner of the night. Here he is with Adam Smith.
Yes, a big smile after 2 years as a professional, and in your 13th fight, you're crowned British Super Featherweight Champion. Explain it in words.
Well, it should have been in my 11th fight, you know. So, but we've got there in the end, you know. Frank promised, they delivered, and I'm absolutely delighted. Obviously, for the Scottish fans, I love yous all.
KO for the record books will say, but Steve Conway put up a very spirited effort, having come in at 5 days' notice.
I think he's a really good technical boxer, you know. He was tricky, Adam, like you said he would be. Very, very tactical, and I felt that his conditioning was wearing down a wee bit, you know, and I felt that would come on probably around 6, 7, but nice and early, it was good.
You felt you were winning the rounds, and then when you tied him in the corner, you looked for that left hook, which was sweet.
Well, I was just letting him punch himself out, really, you know. He was throwing a lot, he was flailing away with shots, and I seen a gap that he was leaving for his chin exposed, and I thought I'll bring the left hook over in a few minutes, and bang, it was over.
Frank Warren, you must be a delighted promoter. This boy's pretty special, isn't he?
It certainly is, and I'm delighted for him. You know, it's great for Scottish boxing. You know, it's such a renaissance up here for Scottish boxing, and it's down to Alex, and it's down to Scott Harrison, and it can only go from strength to strength. What he's done tonight, I think, is excellent. And his 13th pro fight, to be an experienced fighter like that, is good going.
Well, that's what I was going to ask you, Alex. Can Scott Harrison make this a double and a night to remember for Scotland?
Well, I'm hoping and praying, you know. Everybody's behind Scott, and we hope he takes the world title back to Scotland.
You've done your bit. Well done, Alex.
Thanks, Adam. Love you, Alex. Do you? Great, mate. I've done it.